What's up? It is Nerd Informants episode number 3. I'm Josh Grisham.
I'm Tim Church.
Yes, here we are back at it again, breaking down pop culture, movies, collectibles, comic books, and everything else in between.
I'm excited.
Why are you so excited? You're always excited.
I'm just giddy.
He's giddy like Tim Church can be, quite frankly. What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for finding us on this third episode of Nerd Informants. They can find us all over social media, right, Tim? Where can they find us on the interwebs?
You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter just by searching for Nerd Informants or at Nerd Informants. You can also email us if you want. If you really want to email us, you can email us at nerdinformants2016@gmail.com.
There you go.
Lots of options to get in contact with us.
I tell you what, it's been a busy week for us. We finally get to have some fun on the weekend shooting these episodes for YouTube and the masses out there, all of you geeks and nerds and everybody else in between. And man, big news on the movie front for you, my friend.
Oh yeah.
This will probably make you really happy. I do have it on good authority. Captain America Civil War took the weekend box office, so it's the champ yet again.
Oh.
How does that make you feel?
It brings joyous songbirds to my heart.
Joyous songbirds to your heart. So it's like a whole comic book scenario where the little Tweety birds are flying around your head.
That's right. 100%.
So obviously it's a good movie, and pretty much everybody across the world has spoken about that fact.
Oh yeah, everybody. I've not really spoken with anyone who has not enjoyed the movie in some capacity. A few people who, just go to watch the movie, don't really know much about the comic book history of Civil War. They say, I don't really understand. I'm not crazy about the heroes fighting each other. But what you gotta understand is, heroes fighting each other is the coolest part of being a comic book movie fan.
Yeah. It's like we defined it before in prior episodes. It really is the sandbox brought to life.
Oh yeah.
And there's lots to like about that.
It's everything that I wanted Civil War to be. So if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see Captain America Civil War. And in my opinion, the best way to go see it is in IMAX 3D. But that's just me.
Were you breaking the fourth wall again? Any shout outs you want to do there?
Thank you, Tom Forster, and everyone at the IMAX for giving both of us such an awesome experience with IMAX 3D, bringing that to Branson. It means a lot to us as nerds.
So, indeed.
Fourth wall break. Thank you so much.
You gotta love it, man. And you and I, we had a chance to talk about this, and not really in depth for the show, but those of you that are really, really excited for May 27th, 2016, it's not that Tim and I want to burst your bubble by any means, but Tim, early reviews right now for Bryan Singer's X-Men Apocalypse, it is horrid. It's like the bad egg in the bunch here, man. What do you think about that? Does that scare you, or are you still going to go and see it?
Here's the picture that I saw on the internet this morning of Civil War being placed on the face of Gerard Butler in the movie 300. And in the scene where he kicks the dude into the pit,
yeah,
his face is being covered with X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh no!
And he
that's
kicks
bad.
him into the pit, and at the bottom of the pit, Apocalypse dude face finds Batman vs Superman. Oh, you're down here too? Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes didn't like us either. So here's what I'm leading to. I really enjoyed Batman vs Superman. Were there things that I wasn't crazy about? Yeah.
You better say that, because there were things that people were not crazy about.
But at the same time, I really enjoyed the movie, and I feel like Rotten Tomatoes was a little harsh. So until I go see it for myself, I cast no judgment. But it does worry me a little bit that they already are feeling the way they do. So
it's strong feelings.
It's very strong feelings.
The hate is strong with this movie. It's very, very strong.
And after the first promo images were released, and everybody was saying how much Apocalypse looked like Ivan Ooze
from the Power Rangers. Yep.
It feels like I thought that the hatred would maybe start to die away, but no, it's grown. And I hate that, because I was really looking forward to this Apocalypse movie. And so I really hope that Singer did not mess this up, because he really, in my opinion, brought together Days of Future Past with what he had access to.
Yep.
He brought it together quite well. So
there is nothing that's going to get the taste of this bad reviews out of my mouth.
So, tomato juice and vinegar.
You really think that's going to work?
No, but it'll make you sick enough to stop thinking about it.
Okay, so obviously we're just gonna throw that one into the dumpster for now.
Yeah.
We'll try to cleanse our palates and our minds and try to prepare ourselves for May 27th and either how bad or how awesome this movie's gonna be. Because when people say that even Oscar Isaac can't save the movie, yeah,
I'm worried.
See,
I am worried, but
I did my childish whine voice on the show. See, that's what this is done. This is what doing to me, man. I mean, God.
So we're just gonna have to wait to see, but we do want to know what you think about it. So
Yeah.
definitely comment on Facebook,
Comment on the channel right now.
tweet at us, whatever you want to do, and let us know your thoughts on that because that's very important to us.
You know what? I like what I saw because there was more news, and this one did not leave a bad taste in my mouth. It actually got me very, very excited for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You might have caught this, and heck, it might even have been posted to the Facebook page for Nerd Informants, but Michael B. Jordan added to the cast of Marvel's Black Panther. He is in, and I like that because that reunites him with director Ryan Coogler.
You know, it seems to be a reoccurring trend that Marvel at Disney is scooping up our former Human Torches and bringing them over to the nice side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The side that thus far has not sucked.
Yeah,
So,
yep.
Sorry, Fox. But we got them now. So why don't you just go ahead and give us back Fantastic Four and everything will be peachy.
Really, I don't. They're stubborn. They're not going to let that happen, man. They're not going to give back the rights. Now, I'll eat my words. I'll eat crow, folks. If Marvel decides to give it back, I will eat crow. But I just don't think Fox is going to do that. I don't think Fox is going to do that. They're stubborn. Am I wrong?
They're not. You're not wrong. They are stubborn. But we do want to welcome Mr. Jordan to our MCU family. So you're very, very welcome to join us in the MCU. You're very welcome to join us here on the show. Anything you want to do, Mr. Jordan, you have arrived on the light side.
Let me throw this out to you for a second, because we know Michael B. Jordan is going to be in Black Panther. Quick speculation, what role could he play? What role would you like to see Michael B. Jordan play?
I want to see him as the villain, personally.
Okay.
I've seen what he can do as the good guy. I want to see what he can do as the bad guy.
Nice.
So,
wow.
let's cast him as the villain.
You heard it from Tim.
I've heard rumors that might be the thing he's going to do. He might be cast as the villain, but I kind of like that. I like where that's going. So let's cast him as the villain.
Tim Schertz wants Michael B. Jordan to be the villain in the upcoming Black Panther movie. I like it. I can't disagree with you there at all. Okay, so now, switching gears a little bit. Obviously, Nerd Informants, we cover gaming here on the show, and we love games. When it comes to video games, you kind of deferred that to me a little bit until we get Tim educated on this. You can be taught, right?
Oh, I can be taught, and I want to be taught. And it's not that I don't like video games. I love video games, and I enjoy playing them. I just am not good at them. I'm good at reading comic books and watching movies about comic books, but playing video games based off comic books, I lose everything. It's like I'm trying to do algebra again. It's not going to happen.
You can pull this off, but I just want to tell people, obviously, if you go to the Nerd Informants YouTube channel there, you can actually see our walkthroughs of Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, and it's me actually playing my way through that. I'm delighted to say that this game so far, friends, is an epic blockbuster and such a fitting tale for Nathan Drake as he gets embroiled in his brother Sam's controversy, his troubles, and of course, they go after in search of the fabled lost pirate treasure of Henry Avery and Libertalia. And so playing through this right now, I'm 16 chapters in. I've got about 5 chapters left. I've got a lot of uploading to do to the Nerd Informants YouTube channel, so if you want to follow along the journey and experience Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, get a little bit of playtime in before you buy. Be an informed buyer when you go up to pick up your copy yourself.
Yep.
We're playing through the game, so you don't have to. You can get a good idea of what the game's going to be like before you buy it yourself. And so far, 2 thumbs up from me. It is a blockbuster. I'm loving it.
Now, out of what you've played so far, what part of the storyline have you enjoyed the most?
Oh,
Can
really?
you pick one thing?
I would have to say, right now, one of the standout chapters for me was the 12 Towers.
Okay.
12 Towers so far, but the action set pieces, I tell you what, developer Naughty Dog, I mean, as far as the scale, the breadth of everything in this game, the meticulous detail, just down to the minor explosions, to hair, the way shirts move, nobody does it better than developer Naughty Dog. They have really crafted a masterpiece, and I cannot wait to get to the end and see how the tale's going to wind up.
Yeah, so if you're unsure of whether or not you want to buy this game, we can help you. So
Yes.
definitely get on Nerd Informants channel on YouTube and check out everything that Josh has done thus far.
A lot of stuff to upload tonight, too, so be ready to see some new chapters put up there on YouTube. And I've got right now, like I said, I'm all the way up to chapter 16, so you'll see a lot of new videos coming your way on that one. So, obviously, I just want to kind of throw this out there. Most folks may or may not be subscribers to it, but if you go to your local GameStop, you can see this. It is the latest edition of Game Informer right there, and some beautiful love, Tim, for the sequel to Dishonored. Dishonored 2 is right there on the cover, so that, again, if you want a nice sneak preview of what Dishonored 2 is going to bring to the table, level design and more, your latest Game Informer magazine will actually tell you all about what's coming up for Dishonored.
Cool. Well, definitely pick that up then, because if you're like me, I know absolutely nothing about Dishonored 1.
And that's exactly why we do this on Nerd Informers. I can actually cover this stuff. But I will tell you, though, a great host of returning characters are coming back for it. To give you a few of those names, obviously you've got Luca Abel, you've got Liam Byrne, Megan Foster, The Outsider, Paolo, Corval Atano, Mortimer Ramsey, and Emily Caldwin are some of your supporting characters and cast members that are coming back for Dishonored 2. So if you love the story in part number 1, you're going to love 2 because they spared no expense. They're going all out. Check it out in your latest edition of Game Informer. Now,
Cool.
Sir, I gotta compliment you because when it comes to collectibles, I don't think there's anybody out there that can touch you. You do it up big time, and you were out and about this week, pretty much like every other week, and you found some goodies, did you not?
I did find some goodies. Would
What
you
did
like me to
find?
share?
Oh, dude, I would love you to share. What'd you
share.
get?
All right, well, I'm going to start with this guy.
He's not talking about me. Who is that?
This is Batman.
Where are all the other drugs?
Swear to me. Swear to me.
Swear to me.
Anyway.
I'm putting in a pool, Mr. Fox. I'm putting in a pool.
Now, yes, he is out of his box.
Swear to me. Sorry, I had to do it.
He's out of his box, and normally
Why would you
I
take
don't
him out
do
of
that. Okay?
You broke your rule.
I broke my rule, but I really wanted to play with this guy. This is a GameStop exclusive that was left over from the Arkham Asylum line of game toys that came out, action figures that came out.
He's very detailed.
He's got such great detail. Just look at the back of the cape here. Look how detailed the cape is, just with the stuff that's... I can't get over it. I had to
He's a
take him out of the
Batman
box
fan.
and play with him.
He's a Batman fan.
Because, well, for one, the box did have some damage, and that's going to happen over time. You know, something sits on a shelf long enough, it's going to get some damage to it.
You don't like damaged boxes. That gets under your skin fast, doesn't it?
I don't. And which is why, if I see an item, an action figure of any kind that's got a damaged box, that's been sitting on the shelf longer than it deserves, I will buy it and I will take it home, because every action figure deserves a home. So I took Batman home and gave him a forever home, and so now he can join his.
I'm glad you gave
brothers
Batman
and
a forever
sisters.
home. Really, he's so good to his collectibles. But that's not the only character that you came across, because you gave me some really good tips on where to go here in town to find some of this good stuff.
Oh yeah. If you are in the Branson area, Branson, Missouri, that is, Dick's Five and Dime is the place to go. Okay, they have got a large selection of DC and Marvel characters for you to choose from. Now, this is a DC Comics essential. They've got a long line of collectibles. Of course, me being a huge Flash and Arrow fan like I am, I, of course, had to pick up the Flash last time I was there. But they have the DC Comic Essentials for our DC fans, and then for Marvel, they have the Marvel Select line.
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me that
from.
there's DC fans out there? No. It's not possible.
It is possible.
Kool-Aid you're drinking
Believe
out
it.
there, DC fans.
Believe it.
I love the box in that.
Yeah.
Now, is the Flash going to come out of the box, or is he going to stay in there?
As you can tell, this box is well intact and pretty much very fresh from the shelf. It does got a little damage here off to the side in the back from, of course, it happens. There's a little damage to the box. But he's going to stay in the box for now, along with his other Flash brothers.
DC Comic Essentials. So now, did you get a good price on that? What did that run you?
That was like $26 with tax.
Okay, that's not bad.
Which isn't a bad deal, okay? A lot of figures these days are running in the $20 to $30 range with taxes included. And so that's what the average price that you're going to pay for a figure. Traditionally, the Batman figure that I picked up, traditionally it runs $24.95. And I picked it up on sale, of course, due to the damaged box. But and that's another point I did want to bring up real quickly. When it comes to collectibles, it's okay to have patience. Eventually, a lot of these figures will go on sale, and while I am a collector, I am also a money saver and a little bit of Scrooge with my money.
We don't operate on a shoestring budget here at Nerd Informants at all, do we? No. Yes, we do.
So
we're proud to admit that.
So it's okay to be patient and wait for things to go your way. Which leads me to my next item.
Time to make the... No, I'm not going to go there just yet because it's not time.
No, not yet.
You got some comics.
I did get some comics. And, we haven't really done a lot of comic book itself talking in the last couple episodes. So I thought I'd bring this up. Might notice this little guy.
Poe Dameron.
Who showed up in the Force Awakens. They have released his first comic book. And I picked these up at Books A Million, which here in Branson has kind of become my local comic book shop. And so you can pick those up there. These are really, really great reads, okay? If you're a big fan of the Star Wars universe and what's going on in between the movies, this is actually a prequel series that they've released with Poe, discussing his journey to find the map to Luke Skywalker, the piece that we see BB-8 get, and everybody
goes through hell just to get that one little piece.
A little piece. This is the prequel journey of Poe and Black Squadron as they're working to reach their goal of finding that piece. So
okay, I got to ask you something because you're a comic fan. You know what you're doing when you go out and buy them. I just want to see this real quick. Obviously, I want to hold this up to the camera again so you can really get a good look at that. Up there in the upper left-hand corner, you see that 0001.
Yeah.
Tell most people that are not privy to collecting comics, how important is it to nab volume number 1? And why is that so important in many facets?
Oh, it's extremely important. And
I would say that from a value standpoint, too. What are the myths regarding value in coming across an extremely valuable issue number 1?
With this being an issue number 1, I purchased this. This was a $5 issue. Typically, issue number 1 does run a little bit higher these days.
Yeah.
But I did get issue number 1 for $5. In a couple years, it's probably going to double in value. 20 years from now, triple, quadruple.
Yeah, I was going to say,
okay?
nobody knows where it could be value-wise.
I mean, this is the first comic book storyline for Poe, which is a very big deal. I mean, fun fact for you Star Wars fans out there, Poe was not supposed to survive through The Force Awakens.
What?
Yes, if you've seen the movie, Oscar Isaac did not want to take his role in the movie because he was supposed to die when him and Finn crashed. That was supposed to be the end of him. But
I honestly don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. I mean, that's not what I wanted to hear relative to my Finn.
Yeah, and J.J. Abrams did not like that idea either. They offered the role to Oscar. He said, "I've died in the last 5 movies I've done. I've not survived to the end of the movie. I don't see myself coming to another movie just to die off. I can't do that." And so the rewrites begun, and now Poe is one of the favorites of the Star Wars new universe, new cinematic universe, I should say. So we're glad that he's not dead. So we'll hopefully get to see a lot of Poe in the upcoming movies. But also, he's definitely become a fan favorite, clearly, because they gave him his own comic book. So a lot has happened for a character that was not supposed to make it past the first half of The Force Awakens. So,
fan favorite. Everybody loves Poe. That could be a book in itself, correct?
oh yeah. It should be a reality series. Everybody Loves Poe. We had Everybody Loves Raymond. Let's have Everybody Loves Poe set in the Star Wars universe.
Just go
I'm
ahead.
sending that to NBC.
Book it right now. You better get to writing. So again, that's Tim's Collectibles that he finds in and around Ozark Mountain Country, right here in the Branson area too. So get out to your comic shop and explore those finds, because you could have a treasure trove right in the palm of your hands, in your backyard.
And you never know what you're going to find. You can go to your local comic book shop, Books A Million, another one, your local bookstores. A lot of bookstores these days are carrying comic books. Also, my favorite place to go to find books, thrift stores, antique stores, flea markets. A lot of people have their older books just sitting in a closet or a basement or an attic. And so they take them to these sales to try to make a little money off of them. And typically you can always find a really great deal there. So definitely, if you're not comic book collecting and you want to know how to get started, I'm the guy to help you with that. So just get in contact with us here at Nerd Informants, and we will set you up.
I like the way he works, dude. He knows his stuff. Tim Church and his collectibles and comic books. Yeah, and we're gonna have much more about this in future episodes. Okay, so now, obviously, do you have any idea what's coming out on home video for the remainder of this month?
Home video?
Yeah, Blu-ray.
Blu-ray.
Yeah. What can you bring home for the remainder of this month? Do you have any idea?
Well, if it's the thing that I've already brought home that you're talking about, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, well, I figured we'd just go ahead and get there, because it is time to make the chimmy frickin' changas.
All right. I've got it.
Oh,
Look at that.
Can I hold it?
You can hold it.
Can I hold it? Oh.
Just don't kiss it. Not again. That was weird.
I was just gonna spread my love with this Blu-ray disc. Tim doesn't want me
like
spreading that. Look at that bad boy right there.
It
Look
is
at that.
Out. I never thought I would get to hold a Blu-ray
Deadpool.
But I am.
Deadpool. Now, okay.
Why the red suit, Mr. Poole?
Because it's Christmas, Dopender, and I'm after somebody on my naughty list. Okay, so now, the cool thing about this is, where did you get that?
All right, now, of course, Deadpool is available at a lot of stores right now. But the store that I went to, because they contacted me first through sponsors on Facebook, was Target. Now, if you look down there, there you go. Only at Target, exclusive packaging and collectible postcards. That is right, included in every...
Exclusives! But wait, there's more!
There is so much more.
Okay, can I have half of them here?
Here we go. Now, they included 8 postcards for Deadpool, which is just fantastic. So, take a look at that.
Do you think Ryan Reynolds got that far in his superior acting ability?
These are just absolutely fantastic. And
greetings from down under from Deadpool, home of the sexiest man alive. I'd do him.
I mean, these are just utterly fantastic, and they're perfect for any collector who is excited to bring.
Greetings from Saskatchewan and Regina, Canada's for lovers, and plus, I love animals if it's cold enough.
And spandex was a bad idea in Jacksonville, Florida.
I like this one right here because it's Deadpool, and it says greetings from Mexico. How do you say chimichanga in Spanish? The answer is chimichanga.
And then, of course, another one from Canada. Oh, Canada.
Deadpool is really sexy, laying provocatively on top of the Canada words there. I love that.
And I won't lie, I think this one's probably my favorite. Justice doesn't take siestas, but I do. Me gusta a little fiesta. But outside...
He's so amazing. I love Deadpool.
And, also included in the box... I think it's important to share, and a little bit on a serious note, while still being kind of funny, but also serious note. This is included in every Deadpool thing. Okay.
Oh, can I read this?
Yes, please do. Now, what you don't know, if you didn't see any of the commercials leading up to the Deadpool Wade Wilson does have cancer in the start of the movie, and they kind of use that campaign to talk about cancer awareness, which I find very important. Cancer does run in my family, and so it's very important to me that people know how to
Should we
find out. So please.
Should we go through this?
Yes, please do.
Okay, this is care of Wade Wilson and Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and this is really, really important. So we're going to share this with you and try to do it in Deadpool speak if we can. Deadpool says go ahead and touch yourself. Testicular cancer monthly self-exam. Step number 1, grab your manberries. Cup one testicle at a time using both hands. Best performed during or after warm showers. Examine your bag of beans. Using slight pressure, roll the testicle between your thumb and fingers. That's step 2, by the by. There's no repeating of these processes. Number 3, get familiar. Familiarize yourself with the tube-like structures that connect on the backside of each testicle. This is spermatic cord and epididymis. Familiar? Number 4, feel for any changes. Check for lumps, size changes, or irregular. What you're looking for is irregularities. If it feels funny, take caution.
Get it checked out.
It's normal for one testicle to be slightly larger than the other. Know the facts about testicular cancer. Now, this is the important part about this.
Yes, it is.
Leading cancer in men 15 to 35. Strikes at any age. Early detection is key, and every hour a male is diagnosed. So, Deadpool, Wade Wilson, Ryan Reynolds, and Nerd Informants, Tim and Josh, get that checked out. Live longer. Take it seriously.
Yeah, and while we do this show to have fun,
Yep.
this is very important. And while this is kind of funny, we're very serious about this.
Yes,
so
extremely.
So definitely go ahead and touch yourself tonight.
Yes, exactly.
But-
And, you know, that's not awkward when you say that at all, is it?
No, it isn't.
Yeah, no, not one bit. So anyway, the question that I asked him about, you know, whether or not he knew what was coming out on Blu-ray for the rest of this month is people out there that may or may not be privy to it. They may tune into Nerd Informants just to get this information. We have got the scoop, the skinny, if you will, the LD, the lowdown on what's coming out the rest of this month that you need to be buying. It's Nerd Informants recommended. So here it is. May 17th, The Witch comes home on Blu-ray alongside Dirty Grandpa, which was critically panned. Featuring Zac Efron and Robert De Niro. It got critically panned because it was a horrible movie. But The Witch, indie darling, an incredible horror movie full of suspense, and it's also going to make sure that you never buy a goat again, ever.
Really. Now, I didn't watch these movies because, for various reasons, including Dirty Grandpa.
What,
But,
you don't like pairing up a dirty grandpa with a goat at the exact same time?
No.
Got a problem with that, do you?
A little bit.
Okay. May 24th is loaded down. You've got some new releases, as a matter of fact, alongside some classics, and these are all Nerd Informants improved. I love every single one of them. The Finest Hour, starring Chris Pine, comes home on May 24th. Zoolander 2, with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson, and, of course, Will Ferrell. They all come home on the 24th. Now, I'm going to tell you this. Now, I said Nerd Informants improved. The one that you can really scratch off that list, this is my opinion, of course, is Zoolander 2. Get rid of it. You can burn it. Use it as a coaster if you'd like.
I like to pretend it doesn't exist.
Attaboy. I'm proud of you. Attaboy.
High five, Tim.
Classics. Oh, you need a high five from me, too.
Thanks.
There you go. All right. So anyway, classic-wise, on the 24th of May, you can bring home The Burbs, a classic with Bruce Dern and Tom Hanks. And remember the Klopex? Who could forget the Klopex? That's about a 9 on the old tension factor there, eh, Rube? I love that movie. The Great Outdoors. The Great Outdoors. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, Great Outdoors. I think the Great Outdoors that you're thinking of.
The Great Ball-Headed Killer Bear of Clare County. And don't forget, you'll get the shits from the well water.
Then it is the movie. that I
And the
think it
classic
is.
t-shirt. I want to get one of these for the show. It basically says, I've been to Duluth. I've been to Duluth, and it's a shirt that just says that. I love that. That's one of the many things about that movie that are classic. John Candy, Dan Aykroyd, classic movie. They just don't make them like they do anymore.
John Candy, personal hero of mine.
Yep.
One of those guys who went way before his time. So
Pioneer, right, man?
he set the way for many, many greats. So
Boy, did he ever.
So
And then also, you've got Tom Hanks in another classic movie, The Money Pit.
okay.
Gives new meaning to the term for all you people that are looking to build a house. It'll be done in 2 weeks. It'll be done in 2 weeks. You remember that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and Shelley Long discovered just how horrible it is to buy a home and go through renovations. It's a nightmare. I'm in the floor. I'm in the den behind the chair. Okay, I love that movie. I could quote it all day long. Classic film. Okay, so that's May 24th. May 31st, you've got 3 movies that you can bring home at the end of the month. You can get 999, Pride and Prejudice, and Zombies. What a combination that is. Actually, Pride and Prejudice. Who would have known that would have been actually tolerable to watch? You had zombies in it, you got an instant moneymaker. Mm-hmm. And then lastly, you've got Gods of Egypt. Gerard Butler wishes that film never happened because it was that bad. It was a lot of CGI-laden spectacle, but then no substance behind it at all whatsoever. You can't even talk about it at all. Does it give you the hives?
It gives me a bellyache.
I'm kind of itchy right now, actually.
I think I need to be excused.
You can't be excused. We still got more show to do yet. You can't be excused.
Okay, then we better move on then.
All right. Anyway, but those are your releases for home video. Scout it out. Make sure you bring all of those movies home, or just some of them, because there is going to be some of them that I'm not bringing home. Gods of Egypt, I'm looking at you. Thank you very much. Video game releases. Yes, we're watching this. It's on our Nerd Informants radar, as a matter of fact. There is still stuff going on this month. Case like me, I haven't had any time to basically put down Uncharted 4. I've been playing the heck out of that game. It's getting my time this month. But on your radar, folks, if you're a gamer, you need to know you can bring home, coming up on the 17th, Homefront: The Revolution. Time will tell if it's going to be an FPS darling or it is going to be an FPS hater. Throw it in the garbage bin and never play it again. Homefront has had a bit of a rocky start.
Okay.
It really hasn't been one that's going to be able to compete with the Call of Duties there. You've got Battleborn that's going to be out. You've also got Overwatch that's coming out. So really, it's going to be kind of a first-person shooter smackdown towards the end of this month to see what's going to get your money, your hard-earned dollars.
Okay.
My money, though, is on Overwatch, and you can pick that one up at your local GameStop and other retailers on the 24th of this month. I played the beta. We talked about that in a prior episode here of Nerd Informants. Overwatch it's unique. It kind of turns the FPS on its ear, and it gives you something fresh. It gives you a whole host of characters to choose from. So will it be Homefront? Will it be Overwatch? The battle commences towards the end of the month, and we're going to see who you spend your money on.
All right. Cool.
Gaming report. All right, so Doom. Doom is also out.
Doom.
I played the beta for about 10 minutes, and then I got rid of the beta. Why would I do something like that?
Why would you do something like that, Josh?
Quite frankly, I have no honest idea. I thought I was going to be overridden with nostalgia. I thought I was going to be playing the heck out of it. I found myself bored.
Really?
By Doom. And I love the original Dooms. By all means, I played it on a Packard Bell at one point when I was young. Yeah, I know. That's how old I am. Packard Bell. I played it. I loved it.
Yet.
Yeah. Quake and Quake 2. I played all that good stuff. I love that. Those that are nostalgia for Doom, obviously, you're going to love it. Get in there, play the heck out of it. Right now, it's not doing too bad. It's gotten a lot of critical praise. And when I say critical, that's good. That's good praise, folks. Metacritic have it currently rated at 7.6 on the PlayStation 4, which is my platform of choice. Xbox One, you can get it for 7.4. That's on Metacritic. And then if you're a PC gamer, the PC elitist out there, it's got over 3,310 positive reviews, heaping that praise on Doom for computers and your home console.
Cool.
There you go. Is that a fast wrap-up or what?
That was incredible.
I know.
You said it was going to be quick, but that was quick, silver quick.
I wasn't lying, man. Okay, so now back into some movie news, buddy.
Okay.
There's lots kind of going on. Some of this you're probably already going to know about, and others not so much. But I need to get your opinion. Obviously, you saw the Godzilla remake, right? Mm-hmm. What did you think of it, directed by Gareth Edwards? Was it a critical win for you, or was it a hodgepodge mess?
It was a mess. I did not.
Really?
I did not enjoy it at all.
You didn't like it?
I did not like it.
What did you not like about it?
All of it. Seriously.
That's straightforward enough.
There's just one thing after the other. The storyline was everywhere. It just the characters in there, what they were having to do, just didn't seem believable. I actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I think I fell asleep halfway through the movie and woke up again to catch the ending.
Ooh,
So
that's bad.
so-
That's bad.
With that said, I enjoyed the performances of a few of the actors, but it just, I don't know. I was very excited. I like the Godzilla that featured Matthew Broderick that was made early 2000s. Everybody said that was such an awful movie, but I actually really liked it. So I was kind of hoping for like the next step up from that, but I kind of feel like they took a step back. That's just my opinion. But
Wow.
yeah.
You're probably not really going to care about this much then, but there is news going around the entertainment scene that says for the Godzilla sequel, Godzilla 2,
They're making
Electric Boogaloo, yes, the lizard's coming back. Gareth Edwards has severed ties. He is not attached to the film anymore at all. So Gareth Edwards for Godzilla 2 is out.
Good job. Good idea.
He's getting a thumbs up.
Don't attach yourself with that.
If any of you thought that was going to be a good movie because Gareth Edwards was attached to it, obviously Gareth Edwards has got Star Wars type commitments as well. So, put that however you want. He's out. He's not attached to Godzilla anymore. No. So
he's making the right choice then.
I could say that this is going to be like the craziest rumor of the day that you're ever going to hear about, but it is not a rumor whatsoever because you remember John McEnroe, right? The bad boy of tennis?
Okay, yeah.
Had a really big attitude problem. Like he was really angry from time to time.
Lots of guest appearances in Adam Sandler movies.
Exactly. Anger management being one of them, of course.
Yeah, and Mr. Deeds.
Goose fraba. Goose blah blah. No. Okay, but anyway, this is not a rumor, folks. You need to really let this sink in because, yes, there's going to be a tennis drama based on John McEnroe. And guess who's going to be playing freaking John McEnroe in this movie? And you can't say John McEnroe.
Is it bad? The first person that popped in my head is Kirk Cameron.
What?
It's totally...
Why? That was way out of left field, buddy.
I pulled him from a totally different ball field, actually.
You didn't pull that from a ball field. You pulled that one from your butt. Kirk Cameron. Oh, my God.
I just think that'd be hilarious. Now, of course, Kirk would probably have nothing to do with this movie. But who do they got? Who's attached?
Who do they got? Well, let me just tell you who they got. They've got Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf?
Shia LaBeouf.
He related to Shia LaBeouf?
Yeah. I call him LaBeouf because LaBeouf is better. But Shia LaBeouf, he is actually going to play John McEnroe in a new tennis drama based on the star's life.
That's interesting, especially since Mr. LaBeouf decided a while back that...
Just do it! No, just do it!
Do it!
Do it! Okay, can you recreate that video of him, that inspirational, motivational video?
Just do it! Do it! You can do it! There's dreamers! There's dreamers out there, and there's doers. Just do it!
Shia LaBeouf is going to be John McEnroe. Let that sink in if you can. I don't even know if that's possible, but yes, it's true. You've heard it here on Nerd Informants. Shia LaBeouf will be John McEnroe. Oh my God. Shane Black. Do you know who Shane Black is?
Yeah, he's the director, right?
The director, yes. He was in the original Predator.
Yeah.
And he directed Iron Man 3.
That's right.
We still don't hate you that much for that, Shane. It's okay. I mean, obviously, he's got The Nice Guys coming out with Ryan Gosling.
Okay, yeah.
And that Russell Crowe guy that you really, really like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. But Shane Black came out, and obviously he is directing a Predator movie coming out.
Okay, yes.
And if anybody knows Predator, it's Shane Black because he was in the original Predator and he got killed by the Predator. So he should know Predator, right?
So he's been up close and personal with the Predator.
Exactly. He came out in an interview recently, and that's been talked about on the interwebs right now, and also here at Nerd Informants, saying that the Predator will be getting some relevant upgrades.
It's about time.
For the movie. Okay, now, when you say about time, though, what do you think he means by that?
Okay, I'm a huge Predator alien, the whole thing.
He loves it. He loves it.
I didn't get involved in the whole Alien Predator verse.
You did not.
Until Alien versus Predator. That was the first one that I had ever seen. Whenever I was old enough to actually watch that kind of movie. Very sheltered individual, which is why I probably still play with toys. But that's a totally different note. No, I'm very excited about this to see an upgrade. So I'm hoping, maybe new powers. I mean,
I was going to tease Tim and say, yeah, when Shane Black talks about Predator upgrades for the upcoming movie,
put them in Iron Man suits.
They were going to give the Predator a selfie stick. Because I mean, he said relevant upgrades. What do you think he means when he says relevant upgrades? He means selfie stick.
Hashtag just killed those guys. Hashtag loved it.
Oh dear Lord! See, this is actually not going to be good for you and I. You know this, right?
Selfie stick.
I'm going to take a wait and see approach. In Black, I trust. I think it's going to be good. He knows the lore. He knows the story.
Yeah.
He's focusing on story. When they announce the cast, I better see Arnold Schwarzenegger's name attached to the cast list for this movie. Why? Because I miss Dutch Schaefer.
Yeah. You know who else you should see?
Who?
Tim Church. I want to be in the new Predator movie.
You just want to be man in suit. He wants to be man in suit, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to be killed by the selfie stick.
Oh, dear Lord. See, I brought up the selfie stick, and now he's never going to let it live down. Okay, so you and I, obviously, we have to watch this again for a reason to close out this episode 3.
We should.
Because you and I had an opportunity to watch it separately and not together. And obviously, I have high hopes for this film. Because right now, every video game to movie adaptation they have tried has been an epic and absolute failure. Resident Evil movies much, the fact that they can't get an Uncharted movie off the ground. How hard is it, Hollywood? Really, how hard is it for you to come up with some substance and make a great video game adaptation movie? Can they even pull it off?
They already have the storyline in place. It's just a matter of putting it on film.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Are you ready? Are you ready for a Nerd Informants Reacts for episode 3?
Let's react to a trailer.
What is the trailer? Okay, are we going to spoil it? Do we tell them what it is, or we're just going to watch it and react on camera?
Let's just react and see if they can figure it out.
Okay, all right, here we go. It's Nerd Informants Reacts right here for episode 3. Tim Church and Josh Grisham watching a nameless trailer. I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
This is either going to be really good or really bad.
At 6 p.m. yesterday evening, you were executed and pronounced dead. You no longer exist.
What kind of prison is this?
It's not a prison. You're about to enter the Animus. What you're about to see, hear, and feel are the memories of your ancestor, who's been dead for 500 years.
The knives!
Your past. Welcome to the Spanish Inquisition.
I am a god, even though I'm a man of God. My whole life in the hand of God. So y'all better quit playing with God.
Parkour! Parkour! Parkour!
We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
Wow. Wow. Okay, so obviously you want to tell everybody what we were just watching there and reacting to.
That's just gonna be a little movie called Assassin's Creed.
Starring who?
Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender, a.k.a. Magneto. Is he the magic ingredient to finally pull off a great video game adaptation? And what about the story for Assassin's Creed? It's a great game.
I think they've hit the nail in the head, and there's a hammer involved right into the wall, and they've hung a picture on it, and they've done it. I think this is going to be it.
Well, here's the deal. Let me just put this out here for you folks. I will tell you one thing that I did not like about that trailer is it had Kanye West in it. Why do you have to have Kanye freaking West? Tell me why. Why do you have to have Kanye West?
I don't think they knew what they were doing. I think maybe Kanye was like holding them hostage and made them put his music in there. Because let's remember, nobody cares about him right now. So, and I believe he's broke. So Maybe
broke.
he sold his soul to Assassin's Creed, and they're just like, hey, free music, let's use it. So,
Well, free music. So episode 3, my friend, what a great way to wrap things up.
yep.
We had pretty much covered it all. I mean, movies,
did.
video games, collectibles. We do want to tell people where they can find us out there on the interweb.
Oh, yeah.
So please lay it on them, man. Smack
All
it
right.
on them.
All right. First and foremost, you can find us on YouTube, of course. We want you to subscribe to our page. The more subscriptions we get, the further out there we can make the Nerd Informants name. Secondly and thirdly, Facebook and Twitter. So you can find us at Nerd Informants on Twitter. You can find us Nerd Informants on Facebook. Like our page. Follow us on Twitter. Send us a tweet. Send us a post. So definitely get in contact with us because we want to know from you what you want us to talk about. Because if we're not talking about what you want to hear about, then why are we doing this? So
Good point. Very good point.
definitely. So YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Nerd Informants. You can email us, of course, at nerdinformants2016@gmail.com. What else? What am I missing?
I think you covered it all, man. But
Okay.
again, get those subs up, folks. Get to YouTube. Check us out. Nerd Informants. Don't forget the Let's Play walkthroughs for Uncharted 4, A Thief's End are there. And we're 3 episodes in. So any parting words for episode 3, Mr. Church?
May the Force be with you. Hail Hydra. And may the odds ever be in your favor.
And again, friends, let me just tell you, don't push the big red button. And I will see you at the movies. We are the Nerd Informants.